welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You're watching Kevin the Geek, and today I am going to be reacting to Travel Man at Christmas in Florence with Rebel Wilson. Now, I've reacted to Travel Man a couple of times on the channel. A couple of days ago, I reacted to Gadget Man, which is a show that kind of preceded Travel Man. This became a bit of a spin-off from it, and it's basically Richard Ayoade going to a city or a country and spending 48 hours in that country in accompaniment with a celebrity. And this is, I believe this is the first ever Christmas edition. I'm going to be interested to see if it's any different to the show, or if it's just, you know, it's basically the exact same show, just set at Christmas time. So we're going to check it out. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I will reveal what tomorrow's reaction is also going to be. But enough talking for right now, let's get reacting.
If there's a more foolhardy endeavour than the Xmas mini break, I've yet to hear tell. Notwithstanding the cost of squandering 2 whole days, you could scupper your very Yule, an event which is, at best, annual. But do not snuff out your candle with winter slush, for I, the ill wind of Richard Ayoade, am here to get your seasonal mini break game strong.
In an Xmas spectacular that makes the most nuanced of nods to seasonal specificity, we'll rollick round the Renaissance in not-so-festive Florence. 10 mil visitors per annum trek to the Tuscan capital to fill up on art, architecture and intestines.
Yeah. Intestines?
Joining me to crash this conurbation and jab in some jarring Yuletide refs.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Is the living phenomenon.
Cheers.
Called Rebel Wilson.
Whoa.
Together we will marvel at masterpieces.
He's bloody good at sculpting, isn't he?
Overreact.
That's a cure for jet lag.
Wow.
And participate in other activities.
Please.
Featured in this brief montage.
I have no idea where we're going. We're here, but should we have come?
See, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! I love how awkward Richard Ayoade is. I'd love to know if it's
Florence is a mere
actually like that in
2.5
real
hour whiz
life.
from the United Kingdom, but a 12.5-hour waz via Paris for LA-based Rebel Wilson.
Well, thank you for joining me for this Christmas special.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I feel very honoured.
Well, you're not. The complaints will come thick and fast, I can assure you, when you see the standards that we operate to. This probably isn't the time to tell you that this isn't the buddy cop franchise that you may have thought it could be.
What do you mean? We're not filming a movie?
No, this isn't a film. This is it.
Well, why have you brought me here?
I'm going to tell you why.
Good.
Founded in 59 AD by Julius Caesar, Florence was the Italian capital in the 19th century for an exhausting 6 years. Famous Florentines include historical heavyweights Da Vinci, Machiavelli, cultural colossi Michelangelo, Dante and Botticelli, healthcare early adopter Florence Nightingale, and clothes enthusiasts Robert Cavalli and Guccio Gucci. We have Florence to blame for the piano, paved streets and Pinocchio, and if that wasn't enough, it also has the dishonour of providing the backdrop for Dan Brown's Inferno. Florence hosts not one but 2 Christmas markets, and in addition to the standard shiz, there's a parade on the 6th of January featuring the original 3 kings with their highly specific baby gifts. But because we're filming in October, we will provide no visual evidence of this.
Oh no! So we don't even get like a Christmas market or
Florence
anything.
straddles the River Arno, and we are quartered in the area known as Beyond the Arno, or Altrano, as the Italians continue calling it.
Here we go.
This is looking very grand.
Thank you.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Ad Astra declares itself to be a hôtel particulier, a grand townhouse fit for fancy types fleeing the country's clutches.
Don't think that'll stretch
Look,
my
they've
budget
rolled
then.
out the red carpet for us.
Please, this is not your first rodeo.
It occupies the first floor of a Florentine mansion sublet from Italian nobility.
Wow. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was
I'll
going to be.
leave you to make your toilets in peace.
Okay.
Leave you to make your toilet in peace.
Oh, they have a rope. Yes.
Rooms feature eclectic decor, high ceilings, and thoroughly visible baths. And overlooking one of the largest private gardens in Europe is this terrace which I'm pretending to find meaningful.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
But we can't tarry to take in topiary.
Rebel, we're on a schedule, yeah? No dawdling, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a shame they can't do it where they go to like an actual Christmas
Before
market.
she succumbs to fatal slumber, I expel Rebel from the false Eden of her room and out into the Xmas fray of Florence.
Okay. So this is where the Christmas market would be.
But it's not there
Old
now.
wines, very beautiful. Lots of festive trinkets, great atmosphere.
But right now, like, nothing's going on.
No, no, no. Right now it's empty.
Okay. Well, I can definitely see what it's not.
You can see the potential.
When were we getting gelato?
Soon. That's
Ooh.
happening. That's my promise to you. Come on.
Tanked up on Christmas cheer, we head for the nearest altar, which happens to be contained within this.
Here we are, Duomo, Florence Cathedral. Yeah?
Okay.
I told you it was Christmas special.
Let's crush
Straight
this
in.
cathedral. All right. Is this the VIP entrance?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
With
not,
a
is
build
it?
time of approx 600 years, the
Wow.
Duomo is one of Italy's most iconic constructions.
Whoa!
Once inside, your retina
600
will receive
years?
a fully figurative fresco, literally plastered onto the ceiling.
I mean, that puts the Sagrada Familia in
To get
Barcelona
an
to
increased
shame.
sense of scale and a high-level panoramic scope of the city, we jointly elect to ascend.
Do you want to climb the ladder?
Largest brick and mortar
course you
dome
do.
in the world. Wow. I like learning facts.
Wouldn't have killed them to put in
Ooh.
a stair lift.
I feel like
It is.
we're getting suffocated by the staircase.
Yeah. I went to one, I think it was in Seville,
Is that your resting noise?
and I was exhausted by the time I got to the top.
Apparently, like, elite athletes make that noise.
Sure.
We break through to the balcony and get an intense ocular blast from Giorgio
Wow.
Vasari's hell-centric depiction of the Last Judgment.
Damn.
Well, there you go.
Pretty spectacular.
6 years to
The
build.
view on evil is not going to turn out well.
Yeah.
No, 7.
If you're down in the fiery pits of hell, it's not good for you.
There's some imagery that is hard to interpret as positive.
Look at that. It's
Yeah.
like a winged beast
Three-headed.
eating a human,
Yeah.
but with a good torso.
Well, it's just eating lean protein.
Yeah.
We thump on between the inner and outer skins of the dome.
I thought the steps had ended.
No.
This masterpiece of Renaissance engineering could be unpacked by a person of substance.
My legs are starting to burn now.
But given my inherent inanity, this sequence is reduced to some snatched transitional shots.
Oh, that is steep. This bit's steep. It's fine. Push through.
Damn.
Two, you're gonna
Yeah.
do the chant.
I just don't know.
Too
I just
steep.
don't know how effective it'll be.
Too
I'll do
steep.
it. I agree. It is too steep. Come on.
Come on. It's got to be worth it when you get to the top. Can you see out though? Yes.
Yeah.
We did it!
Wow.
Oh,
Lovely
this is high.
view.
It's pretty high. How are you vertigo-wise?
I'm a little afraid
Yeah.
of heights. Okay.
Okay. Stay on the railing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need the railing
You're okay.
just to
Oh, wow.
get your legs back.
Well, they've gone for a colour scheme,
Yeah.
and they've stuck with it.
I love those
Beautiful.
kind of colour
You can see
rooftops.
countryside,
You can.
Nice.
city. Oh,
It's what
you
Milton
know-
Keynes could have been.
oh. Okay. If you don't look right down at the people, it's a bit too much. Ah.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Okay, wait. I might spew.
No, okay. Move back. Move back. Back. Back away. Back away. We're back. We're very far from this. I'm guessing you've never worked in construction.
On the ground floor.
Ground floor.
Yeah.
You do basements.
Yeah.
Before
Then
Rebel
you gotta go back
covers
down.
these comely climbs with chunks, we descend with dignity undepleted.
Do you want to go down?
Yeah.
Okay, go
You
first.
can go first.
I'll go first. This is
Okay.
good. Okay, you're going to go forwards or backwards? Forwards.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll go forwards.
Forwards.
Just joking.
Can you imagine if she fell on him?
No, that was a real.
That was a real one.
If you imagine an ascent reversed, you'll have a serviceable mental image of what passed before we arrived in this shot of the Mercato Central.
Markets, markets.
Rebel's
Markets,
absolutely right
markets.
to repeat the word markets, because this is a market, and we're in search of some kind of Florence-specific sustenance. The Florentines lap up l'amprodotto, tripe made from my favourite cow stomach, the much maligned fourth. After a humiliating
Wow.
shun of my offer to split a bun, Rebel heroically assents to taste via proxy.
Come on, you love it.
A
Thank you.
tripe
Got you.
sandwich.
You were missing out. You're missing out on this meaty goodness.
It doesn't look necessarily nice, and obviously you can't have the squeamish factor if you try and have it. But I think when you go to other countries, you have to try different things. You've got to experience the local culture. I went to Poland recently. I did a Christmas market, and I had a couple of things. One thing that I would never have again, and two things I would have again. I had a mulled beer, which was absolutely disgusting, absolutely revolting. Give me a mulled wine any day, which I still don't like. Give me a mulled cider, that I do like. I had this soup, which is very much beetroot and cabbage based, which are two ingredients I absolutely despise. But the soup was amazing. It was delicious. I had it 3 times when I was out there. And then I had this open kind of grilled sausage, grilled cabbage sandwich. In Poland, they only have 1 slice of bread rather than what I typically have in the UK as 2 slices. So that was new and exciting, and it was amazing.
I know, but I'm also saving room for gelato.
You won't get any gelato if you don't eat your stomach.
I can't eat stomach.
Look at this. This is
Richard, no, I
lean.
can see it. I can see it out of the bread.
That's okay. It's got less calories than chicken. Why
I've
have
never
this
heard of a tripe sandwich before.
Look at this. That looks a little fatty.
Okay, I'm just going to concentrate on the salad. How is it?
Well,
It's taking you a while to chew it.
it's offering a lot of resistance.
This salad's delicious.
Good. I'm going to have a little bit more. It's quite greasy. I am
Yeah.
going to need probably to have a shower after eating this. But
I mean, like, I eat liver and kidneys and
sometimes when a
stuff.
dish is local and doesn't travel, those locals have got to ask themselves why it's not traveling. Well, thanks for
No, tripe was the thing in
supporting
Poland.
me during this moment.
You can get this like tripe soup.
I don't
I
want
just
to be
personally
rude,
didn't
but
try
I may leave this fella here.
With a gut full of belly, we bring part 1 to a welcome end. In the second quarter of this egregious epistle, we will gallop through galleries,
Maybe you had a thing for gingers.
restage Deliverance,
This is a terrible idea!
and consolidate our Christmassy credentials.
Buon Natale, Buon Natale, Buon Natale.
Pitch-perfect star Rebel Wilson and I, the collapsed neutron called Richard Ayoade, have cantered through the first quart of our faux festive Florentine mini-break. Thus far we have stood in a bare square,
No. Right now it's empty.
stared at some hills and quietly eaten meat. And now it's time to drop a stat like a hot plop in the snow.
You know UNESCO. You know your UNESCO stats.
Yeah.
Not really.
Of course you do. 30% of the most significant art in the world is here. It's got
Wow.
the highest concentration of important art in the world. So we should...
Okay.
I've allotted
Nice.
an hour, maybe 2
Should be
hours.
plenty.
I think we can drink that in.
Yeah, we'll see some art, then get some gelato.
Okay, you've mentioned
Stop
that.
it with the
You've mentioned
gelato.
We begin at the Uffizi, originally built as an office block by my favourite 16th century bankers, the Medici family. As they creamed off the creme of Renaissance art, they needed somewhere to stash all this shiz. So the Uffizi became high-end wall space.
I'm starting to feel that 1 hour may not do this place justice.
So many things to look at.
They've not gone for minimalism. It is slippy, the floor.
Yeah, it
They ought
is,
to
yeah.
And there's no barrier here either.
Yeah. I
So
know.
So you can literally touch
could
it.
slide
You can
straight into
totally
this.
touch this.
Well,
Oh, Botticelli.
I mean, I'm perilously close to enthusiasm.
You look it.
This is the moment that Venus, the goddess of beauty and
Yeah.
love, created from ocean spray and blown by the winds, lands up in Cyprus. Immediately takes a mini break.
It is very beautiful. Could have maybe put some dolphins in the ocean.
Yeah.
Just,
Jazz
I
it
mean,
up.
if I was the artist.
Yes. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if you put something down as a suggestion in pen,
Maybe he had a thing for gingers, because look,
you think.
the women are all
Yeah?
gingers.
Or maybe you just had a lot of ginger paint left over.
Do you know it'd be really good to roller skate in here?
It would be. It might be a waste of the
so
facility.
Yeah, but imagine
I'm
you
not
having a
denying the fact that it's
21st,
Right.
turn this into a roller skating rink.
If you could hire it out.
Yeah, and you're just like going through, yes, there's art, but then
But-
there's also, you're getting your cardio as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what you want when you look at artwork, cardiovascular activities.
Midwen Twix venues, we find some of Florence's pleadingly restrained street art.
It's just stuck that on.
Yeah.
I'll come off with soap and water.
Yeah.
Gonna graffiti, get real.
Artist blub.
We hit the Academia Gallery to see some massively dope sculptures by your main man, Michelangelo.
Oh, okay.
Do you sculpt?
No.
Less than you did.
Yeah, I mean, I used to.
You got busy.
Yeah. I used to go to this class called Body Sculpt
Okay.
at the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't think it's the
I
same
do
thing.
like these
You
ones.
start in marble.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you just...
So I was pretty good at that.
Yes.
Before us stands the undisputed victor of the much-hyped Rumble with trash-talking, out-of-shape big man Goliath. It's your boy David.
Oh,
Michelangelo's monumental masterpiece was originally intended to go on the roof of the Duomo, but its well impressiveness and weight meant that it stayed at ground level so that it could achieve its ultimate destiny of being framed in this wide shot.
nice.
It was uncarved for 25 years, Rebel. They thought they were imperfections.
Yeah.
You don't get halfway through this and have it split. You've got egg on your face. You can't claw those 2 years back.
Yeah.
It'd be a nightmare. You'd be livid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be spewing. I put marble in my new kitchen.
Yeah.
It was expensive. And that doesn't have
The
the
detail.
detail of this.
Genitals.
Yeah. But I went to the marble quarry and chose all my own
Did
marble.
you?
Yeah, just like Michelangelo
Just like
did.
Michelangelo
Except
before.
I was- yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I mean, he's bloody good at sculpting, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't even have a criticism.
I don't either.
I mean, it doesn't just
Yeah.
make me feel bad, but there is that element that I may not achieve.
Something
I mean, my
that
life's
good.
not over. It's close.
But if you worked on something for 3 years,
I've worked on this for 3 years.
yeah. And how does it compare?
That's my life.
Yeah.
It's my life, Rebel.
Yeah. Well,
Is there a museum to it? Is it treated with respect? No, it's
yeah.
not.
Have you won any
I respect you,
awards for
Richard.
the show?
Not even close. Something in the Midlands. Who cares? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some more statues.
Yes. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Good.
That she wants a gelato?
Cultured.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge input of data.
I've seen so many things today.
You're probably suffering from Stendhal syndrome.
What's that?
The French writer Stendhal, when he came to Florence,
Yeah.
found himself overwhelmed by the beauty.
Yeah.
Was woozy with it.
That's me, overwhelmed with beauty.
Exactly.
The only way we have to link to this next sequence is to pretend we're seeking a cure for this aesthetic affliction, and then tilt down into the lobby of the Farmaceutica di Santa Maria Novella.
So this
The
is
what?
the oldest pharmacy in Florence.
That's right, 1221.
Wow.
It's a bit nicer than a Boots, isn't it?
It's no Supergate.
Little bit.
This
Little bit.
high-class farm was founded by Dominican monks to mash up meds for the sick. Unforgivably, they don't sell my usual allergy sprays, but there's a museum, a library, a herbalists, and a historic sales room.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
What are
Yeah.
some of the oldest remedies you have here?
Here, this one once was renowned as anti-hysterical water, so it was given to the brides in the past centuries to come
So
down.
the hysterical ladies go like, oh, you just down this, and then you become like, oh, I'm so peaceful now. What do you want to do, husband? I'll do it. Is that what happens?
Or these ones, it's called aromatic vinegar, but was given to people who was fainting to revive them.
Oh, it's like smelling salts.
That'll do it.
The salts.
Yes. Yes.
That's a cure for jet lag.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go clubbing now.
Wow.
Woo!
This is a triumph.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, I wouldn't mind going there.
With the new
That's the
need
kind of
for
thing
a
that would
kindly
really
wind
interest
to
me.
soothe my savage cavities, I, like Al Green and David Byrne before me, demand to be taken to the river.
All right, Richard.
Yes.
What are we going to do now?
We're going to
Gelato.
raft the Arno.
Woo!
Yes.
Adventures on the high
That's the
river.
response.
This 90-min trip will see us all through a heavily landmarked couple of the Arno's 150 miles.
Hi guys, hi everybody.
Oh, hi.
Are you
Hi.
ready to visit Florence from the river?
Yes!
Yes!
You want to check the weather before you do this, because if this were raining, pretty bloody Christmassy though.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? And this is a hot Christmas.
It's like an Australian Christmas.
No, all we need is a barbecue in the middle of this thing.
Yeah, and a few prawns.
But before I get a chance to imagine some sizzling seafood, our guide casually dropped some shocking intel.
Like you probably are understanding, a weir is waiting for us.
How big a drop is this weir, which you've literally just told me about?
3 meters.
3 meters.
Yeah.
That's taller than me.
Should we have been
That's
wearing
taller than me.
helmets?
Should we even be in a dinghy?
The weir was built to divert water for the city's mills,
Oh, I can hear the drop. Can
Yeah.
you hear that?
and now provides an impenetrable barrier to our dignity.
Okay guys, follow my instruction, okay?
Really?
Oh my god, is anybody else scared? This is a weird feel.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
For what?
do
Do you reckon
we
those
do?
are other actual passengers or like part of the
Okay.
production crew or
To
something?
destiny!
Go, 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 go!
This is a terrible idea.
Hey!
Woo! Yeah!
Nice!
Woo!
I mean, we fell.
I love stuff like that.
Up the boat!
We did it!
Woo!
Woo!
As a way of quelling the adrenaline now coursing through my sinewy body, I go to my safe place, Planet Fact.
Italian National Library, founded 1714.
Nice.
Houses 6 million books. Flooded in 1966. Almost lost a lot of good licks.
Wow.
Largest library in Italy.
You're a fact machine, Richard.
Thank you. Fact, paddle. Fact,
Yeah.
paddle.
Yeah.
Keep giving me facts. I like facts.
Next, we sail under Florence's most famous landmark.
We're going up to the Ponte Vecchio.
In walled medieval cities, space was tight, so building on bridges was the norm.
Ah.
Butchers had shops here so they could dump their offal in the river, but
Ah.
unmindful of other projectiles.
I grew up
Nice.
in the suburbs. I'm always on the watch for gobbing.
Yeah.
Next, we swan under the Ponte Santa Trinita.
We're just drifting under the oldest elliptical arch bridge in the world.
We can cross that off our bucket list too.
Nice.
And then a last lurch towards land.
I see the shore.
This is a powerful sense of achievement.
Yeah.
And lift.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay. How did you find that then?
Awesome. I mean, we crushed it. I'm not too good at carrying boats though.
I don't know why they're making us carry this boat all the way back.
Yeah.
It seems we should just go back in the river.
Pressure. Ah!
As night wraps the city in its sunless sheet, I insist we dine in a manner that can trump the ocular excess of the day.
I've realised that I'm dressed as Jeremy Corbyn. I don't know if that's a problem. Hello.
Little bit.
Oh, benvenuti. Okay,
Wow.
what is this place?
This is a silverware workshop. We make chests, we make rings, we make
Oh,
cutlery.
rings.
Nice.
Pre-Eve, Pampaloni produces a platter of silver produce. Post-Eve, the Works Canteen is transformed into a restaurant.
Huh.
It mixes glittering goblets, artisan benches, and a solid scattering of sophistos yakking on like there's no tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
That's fine. It's not bad if I knee you in the elbow, is it?
Yeah.
That's polite.
At least it wasn't the.
That's normal dining.
But as the starters hit the table, my suspicion is pricked.
Did I miss the meeting? Why has everyone got the soup?
All the cool people got the soup.
I'm very worried now. That's a big spoon for soup.
I feel like
That is
I've
a big
got
spoon.
a silver spoon in my mouth.
I mean, you really do. This is very good. It seems strange to me that metal workers are also cooking this.
Haven't you been great at silverware and also great at cooking?
It doesn't make sense. Why can't they just be pretty bad at everything like me?
You're not bad at everything.
Name one thing I can actually do.
Wear a consistent clothing choice on a daily basis.
Yep.
A skill. A mannequin could do that. And that's humiliating.
You can spout facts. You can do that.
Insalata di polpo
Ooh,
and parmigiana
nice.
di melanzane are followed by ravioli di
Oh,
mozzarella al
that's good.
pistachio and tagliolini con gamberi rossi di masala.
Oh. I'm enjoying
All the
looking,
Italian I
enjoying
know is
seeing all of
mince,
this.
like pomodoro, spaghetti, margarita.
I don't even know that those last two count.
That's
If you're
Italian.
saying spaghetti
It is
is one of your Italian words,
Spaghetti.
you can't just do the accent and claim it's a...
I was about to say.
It truly is.
That's like me saying
caprese.
croissant and saying I
But
speak
that's
French.
like actual Italian.
Okay.
Yeah. Lasagna.
Breadstick.
No, that's not. Panini. Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Al fresco.
That's not...
Al
These are-
dente.
How have you found this as an experience? Would you recommend?
Bellissimo.
Good.
There you go.
Perfecto.
That's Italian. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Spaghetti.
whether I know another Italian
You
word.
don't need anything else.
Okay.
Good at
The only
see.
thing we need is the Italian for Merry Christmas.
Yeah. How do you say Merry Christmas in Italian? Buon Natale. Buon Natale. Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale, everybody.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale. Buon Natale. Buon Natale.
Having avoided any crass crowbarring of Christmas cheer, we graciously withdraw.
I hope after all this fuss about Christmas they don't delay transmission.
As soon
brave,
as the
though,
sun
wearing
commands
white
us to
to
ride, we will
restaurant.
stereotype strangers,
I'm done.
forage in the brush,
Truffle.
and walk around holding a
Truffle.
phone.
This is kind of like playing Pokemon Go, but with historical sites.
A-list star Rebel Wilson and I, a man in a far too tight suit, are at the fulcrum of a frenetically full 48-hour flyaway in Florence. We have gandered, gasped, and grubbed.
I feel like I've got a silver spoon in my mouth.
You really do.
Today begins with cappuccino, a beverage that, under de facto Italian coffee regs, must be quaffed no later than 11 a.m.
I don't actually drink coffee.
Do you not? Well, this is ideal.
In 1884, the first espresso machine in the world was patented in Italy, and this nation has set the standard for hot, beanie water ever since.
So strange to be near a barista without a beard. I don't even know
Oh,
what can happen.
I don't like his t-shirt. Make coffee, not tea. Oh, no, I'm a tea man all the way. But the thing is, like with coffee, this is what I've said for many, many years. Coffee flavoured water sounds disgusting, doesn't it? It sounds awful. Yet that is exactly what coffee is in most cases. It is water that is flavoured by the taste of coffee.
Candle coffee.
The perfect Italian cappuccino is 25 ml espresso, followed by whole milk, half liquid, half foam.
Right.
I love the
I
people,
think
the
why
ones
I
who can
drink
do those
it is
patterns
because
and
my
stuff.
mum drinks it. She always would have that coffee breath,
It's very pleasant.
and I'd just be like,
That's why you smell like rose water. Whereas I smell like a
Coffee.
failing geography teacher. If you're going to try coffee, this is probably the place. But I
should I
don't.
take a sip?
I don't want to be a pusher.
Such a strong smell. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's okay. You're in. You're through the other side. Yeah. That's the face of someone enjoying a coffee. Come on. No?
Not for me.
Fine.
No.
By way of apology, I pluck out a couple of pastries featured on these two trays.
Tell me how that is.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Yeah. You want to try some?
It's low. Is it good? It's a good one. This isn't straightforwardly Italian, but I think it's worth trying.
Yeah, because a croissant would be kind of French, wouldn't it?
When custard gets involved,
Whatever.
who knows where it's from?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Of course.
custard
It's
is
good.
technically
Yeah.
French as well, because it's a creme anglaise.
Shall we go? We're on it.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just
Polish that off.
complete this, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just wait in here. I'll be coming. Yeah. I'll be right there, Richard. I'll just... Scusi. Can we get 10? 10?
10, no?
Yeah, just in the back. You still have his credit card? Okay, good.
As Morn continues its post-dawn route, I suggest we flee the city to sift through soil.
We're going to go truffle hunting.
Yes. Okay.
At last.
Yes.
Okay, here's our car.
Really? Oh my gosh, how stylish.
Come on.
See, apparently
To get
truffles...
to the truffle fields, I've wazzed our wad on hiring a classic car, just so that we can
Nice.
feel
Alfa
even more
Romeo.
conspicuous.
Yeah, but apparently truffles are really, really expensive because of the fact that you can't, like, synthesize them. You can't artificially, like, grow them. You know, you will only ever be able to find them in the wild. And so because they're so rare, that's why they're expensive.
I just have one question. You drive on the right.
Yeah, most of the time, yes.
Most
on
of the
right.
time.
And in terms of roundabout, who am I giving way to?
The left.
The guy's coming from the left.
From my left.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
ready to
I'll
go.
almost definitely remember some of that.
I hope
Let's
so.
do this.
It'll be fine. That's great.
Grazie.
Prego.
I'm getting so good at the Italian.
I mean, it's off the hook.
Yeah. I feel like I'm an Italian movie star. Buongiorno. Ciao.
Ciao,
I have no
Bella.
idea where we're going. I can't believe you just handed over the keys like that. I mean, look at me.
Go truffle hunting.
I'm not safe to drive this car. He knew that. I'm no Matt LeBlanc.
The short journey into the hills gives us a chance to compare notes on our impending yules.
This Christmas, I'm going to a private island.
Get the heck out of here.
Whoa!
With some friends.
A private island.
Yeah, we're all flying
in-
in.
It's like a shy island. Where is the private island?
It's in the Pacific Ocean somewhere.
Good night.
You get one of those little tiny planes
Sure.
where you fear for your life, and then relax, and then I'm bang into filming Pitch Perfect 3.
I think a lot of people will be doing something very similar to that.
What are your Christmas days like?
Christmas days, well, it's London-based. We might kick things off, Peckham style,
Yeah.
with some air pollution. And
Where is Peckham?
Peckham Southeast, jewel of the Southeast.
Ah.
Where only Del Boy
come
and Rodney are from.
Come on, don't
If
give
you
up.
haven't seen it, go back and check out after the reaction to the first
No,
full
that's
series
super.
of Only Fools
Okay.
and Horses.
It's
A
all
week or
good,
so
it's all
ago.
good.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Watch the
It was
jogger.
the, it was the thought of Peckham Christmas.
And do you cook at Christmas?
I do not cook. I'm sometimes allowed to handle the brandy butter.
Oh,
I'm turning. Does it help with the
Darling.
Italian accent?
No.
After an effortless 5.5 miles of Steve McQueen-style driving, we rendezvous with Giulia Benuzzi, truffle hunter, and Ayoade, a creature of unparalleled violence.
Ready?
we're ready.
Andiamo.
Okay,
Andiamo.
I guess that must mean follow.
Do you get to keep the truffles if you find any?
How long have you been truffle hunting for?
Now is 8 years.
8 years.
Ah.
If the nativity had taken place in Tuscany rather than not Tuscany, perhaps one of the wise men would have been carrying a truffle, the highly prized edible fungus.
What type of truffles are we hunting for?
Here, black autumn truffles.
Even for someone of my legendary bushcraft, truffles can be hard to find.
Andiamo a vedere, vai su, vai.
But once Giulio unleashes Edda's infallible nasal receptors,
I get a very good feeling from this dog.
a truffle collecting system is initialized.
Truffle.
Come on.
Brava, Edda.
Oh, she
Edda,
found one.
brava.
Hey.
Edda starts snuffling truffles in a delirious frenzy,
Brava, truffle.
Look at Ayoade.
locating 120 post-Brexit euros worth of fungi.
how it's big.
Edda. Look at Edda. Stone-faced killer.
In a matter of mins.
Wow.
Traffic.
Edda's really making up her quota.
What? She
No.
found another one.
Stop it, Edda.
Edda!
Oh, come off it, Edda.
Wow.
Dash so far. Oh, she loves it. I just gave her like 30 euros worth of truffle.
Maybe more.
Oh my god, she actually ate a
It's
truffle.
incredible.
Surprised they don't do pedigree charming truffle flavour.
Oh,
Truffle, truffle.
Tot, tot,
Ah.
tot.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
What
Edda.
goes on the trail stays on the trail. Edda, I mean, congratulations. What a hound.
That is
And
one
our
hell of a
sojourn in
nose.
sod does not end here,
Oh no. Dogs over cats any day.
because Giulio knocks up some gnocchi
Some
before
gnocchi.
breaking on our freshly fetched garnish.
That's piling on the truffle.
Buon appetito.
Very
Yeah.
pleasant. Thank you. That's very good.
Grazie.
Oh,
So, allora, I hope to see you again in a few other seasons, as here in
oh
Tuscany.
yeah. Because for me, it's only a 14-hour flight
It's just a 14-hour flight.
with a stopover in
Yeah.
Paris.
What's the problem? Why don't you come more often?
If I lived in England, I would. That's only 2.5 hours, isn't it?
Plus the 3 hours at the
Not going for
airport
comparison.
beforehand.
They're both flights,
Yeah.
and they're both equally tiring.
Well,
This is excellent.
Yeah.
I've never had fresh truffle before.
Really?
It's good.
we hand
I've never had truffle full stop.
caught the truffles.
I've got to say, I really don't feel I can take much credit for what's happened here.
You drove us here.
I did.
He did.
Thank you. Well,
I really
we have
like
to press
gnocchi
on. I feel bad. I feel like I'm essentially leaving you with washing up to do.
though.
But we've got a lot
Yeah.
booked in. I'm going to have to chew the rest of this in the car.
With my belt of no further use to me, we hop in the Alpha and roar back to the smoke.
I think the star of that was Edda.
Oh yeah.
They're worth between 50 to 100,000, those dogs.
I mean, that's cheap for Edda.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
you
would
should
pay
even
it.
be able to buy Edda. Edda hires you as her assistant.
She chooses her owners.
I mean, Edda's incredible. I'm going to stay in touch with Edda.
Yeah, she did all the work. Good dog.
Despite our already colossal achievements, we thirst for more Florentine facts.
Look at this. We're discovering Florence the way it should be discovered, by looking at a phone.
This app, developed by British historians, uses a 6th century map of the city inked by a Benedictine monk.
Oh wow.
And now we too can live his journey. Well,
So it's a walking tour, your
Yes.
own walking tour.
You walk
You
anywhere.
don't have to pay for the person with the little umbrella.
No,
Right,
let's see what
okay,
they have
so
to
we-
say.
A palace. They've been building it for a couple of years now, the Strozzi.
Our guide is Giovanni, a fictional worker in the wool trade, who gives a proletarian perspective on the Renaissance.
It's not far from where I work and across the street from the apothecary.
It's very
It tells
English.
all about
This is what Danny Dyer did in his wilderness.
it. Look at the size of those blocks of stone. Look at the size.
Oh, I can see.
All the houses.
Look at that size of blocks of
The
stone.
phone's position triggers Giovanni to spin us a yarn that richly evokes the life and character of the city.
This is kind of like playing Pokemon Go, but with historical sites.
Yeah.
Exciting.
That's very good
At any point, there's the
analogy
option
actually.
to press Hear More and get historical context.
Francesca's got a head on her
The
shoulders.
audio commentary is very
She's one of
in-depth.
the Treccole, just outside the city.
Some of this I don't feel I need to know. Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
He is improvising. Let's go.
Right.
Down here.
Okay.
I always say, you know, if you go on a city break, you go to any kind of city, have a look for a walking tour. Most countries will have a free walking tour. I mean, yeah, it can be free if you want it to be. Obviously, they rely on tips most of the time. Most of the time, I'll bung them a couple of euros or the equivalent. But yeah, it's whenever I've done a city break, I always think do that on your first morning there because you'll get to learn a little bit about where you're going, but then you'll also be able to get a bit of extra knowledge, and you might get some like local knowledge about what are some good places to eat at, what are some cheaper places, what could be some like hidden gems of things to go and see or places to eat, etc. Because everyone probably buys, a tour guide or reads a lot of the same blogs that talk about where to go, what to do. And I think a free walking tour is invaluable.
I guess this would be good for people who like walking.
Yes.
I like the walking tours. Can't help
I can't
it.
believe it. Much like I would have walked so many years
You
ago.
have an English accent in here.
Giovanni's historical nous is humbling, but we have to break character in order to make way for more commercially pressing exhortations. On our return, we will look deep inside.
I'd say this is a second date kind of place.
Tell a flat-out lie.
Good.
Yeah.
And conclude a quest.
Hey! They get their gelato! What is gelato? Is it just ice cream or is it something slightly different? That I do kind of need to know a little bit.
We enter the closing chapter of our infrequently festive Florentine festival. And as this series of unforgettable images show, we have made best endeavours to record a respectable range of the city's attractions.
When were we getting gelato?
Soon. That's my promise to you.
But as time slips between our fingers like last Tuesday's juice, I determinedly drag Rebel to one of Florence's more esoteric enclosures.
I'm glad they've got that rhino under control.
This is pretty good. This is one of the oldest scientific museums in the world. Yes, smile like that. That's right.
It was a gelato place, Richard.
The specular holds a staggering 3.5 mil stuffed animals, of which just 5,000 are on display. Added to that tally of taxidermy is their historical collection of anatomical waxworks.
What the hell?
Created in the 17th and 18th century for
Wow.
the study of the human body.
All I can say is it's pretty Christmassy. Let's
Nailed it, yeah.
let's get in the festive spirit with this guy. That
I mean, could be a girl.
very specific scene. If you're hanging out in here a lot,
Whoa, that's definitely a guy.
want to ask some questions of yourself. This is a lot of fun over here.
He's still got to be the face on him.
I'd say this is a second date kind of place. Once you've got to know them.
This would be good for any kind of
No.
date.
By the way, this place is open.
Yeah.
It's just not that popular.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He's had a nightmare. And lots of people go out of their way to avoid looking at what's inside of a person.
They're very superficial.
Exactly.
Not us.
No. Thank you. And if that's not a Christmas message, I don't know what is. Just keep those sleigh bells ringing. What do you think about that?
Not my favourite place?
No?
No.
Bit too many innards for you. Innards. That's how I pronounce it, rather than innards.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to have a part of your holiday.
What?
The other stuff seems really good.
Thank you for that compliment.
You're welcome.
With our Florentine
welcome.
smackdown soon to be settled, we look to source souvenirs, which can later be palmed off as presents. If you come with an empty sack, Florence will soon fill it with bespoke goodness. And those insisting that things be made by hand rather than efficient machines have come to the right post-Renaissance
Wow.
combination, whether they seek fish hooks, 1 and 2s, or tomfoolery.
Is this a gelato place?
This is the next best thing. It's what you can sometimes find in a gelato.
Filastrucci's opened in 1720. They began as barbers, whose purview encompassed dentistry, pharmacy, and wigs for noblemen and ladies.
Hello.
Welcome in my shop.
Thank you very much.
9 generations later, Gabriel and his son Gerardo are still in the wig game.
You make the wigs yourself?
Yes, I make the wig and I am a makeup artist.
But you
Nice.
do not wear wigs.
I am it.
Is yours a
And
wig?
also the beer.
Shut the fridge. That's a wig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Get
What?
the
It's
heck
perfect.
out.
It's very
This,
good.
so
this is the best
real.
wig
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Is it?
And also this beer.
Get,
Yeah.
get out of town.
That's fake as well.
No, you're kidding me. The beard's real. I don't know what's up.
Yes, I'm really.
The beard's real.
Yes,
You're
yeah.
real. Is your face
I
real?
am really in the
You are
17th,
real.
20th century.
This is like quantum leaps. I don't know
Because
why.
I am a very, very old but I am
Please.
a makeup artist.
Hey, don't force me into a compliment. This guy.
Their wigs take up to 10 days to make and are fashioned from human or animal hair. Famous
Wow.
Filastrucci wearers include titans of opera Maria Callas and Luciano Pavarotti.
Look in the mirror, look. See?
It doesn't surprise me that
Yeah,
they're that
it's like-
expensive.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I try this one?
This barb,
It's
okay.
beer.
Yeah.
For you, yeah, sure.
I think the Lion King Broadway West End show, like their headpieces
Does your
are
wig smell a bit?
a couple
Just
$100,000
look like
each.
you powered through an animal and come out the other side.
Hello, I'm from Florence. I'm a lady.
Also mustache.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think there's
moustache.
not enough hair on
The
you.
matching moustache. I actually have an Italian auntie.
You're saying,
She doesn't shave.
wow.
This reminds me of her.
Okay, she'll be pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, this is...
Wow.
Christmas.
Oh,
That's a
please.
whole head.
That's... wow.
Put that in a box.
Yeah.
Give it to your sister. Merry Christmas.
That's
What's in the
excellent.
box?
What a lovely and thoughtful gesture that would be on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And then, oh, it's the detail.
I mean, you've seen it on the signs outside. It is Halloween.
This has been a great Christmas experience right here.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. That guy.
All right, we're gonna go get gelato now and shut her up.
I think I could have picked up in there
Hey,
more than just a wig, if you
Please.
know what I'm talking about.
Our definitive investigation of Florence is nearing its denouement, and as a reward for good behaviour, I graciously allow Rebel to pick our final destination.
Hey!
please.
Okay.
Prego.
Shows everything.
What are you having flavour-wise?
You know what? I might go with the fruit flavour.
Yep.
So I feel like that's a more healthy option.
Yes, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Can we have 2 gelatos?
Yes.
The biggest one
You
you
have.
have.
Both cones?
Yeah. Could I get please lemon and strawberry?
Of course.
That's very healthy.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Just loading it up.
This is a 6-scoop affair.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could I have choc chip on the bottom, strawberry on the top, please?
Strawberry, so you too, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's so great they've got the Christmas decorations up.
Oh, it's almost as if they've been briefed.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that I stop leaving my glasses out on the streets. Because otherwise, I've got it's a choice between being able to see
Yeah.
or looking like I'm undercover.
Could get laser eye surgery, you know.
You can smell it burning, apparently.
Huh.
Prego.
Grazie.
Grazie mille.
Yeah.
Hey?
Keep the change.
Thank you, you're so
Thank
kind.
you.
You don't know how to say that last bit in Italian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go and assess.
2 sextuple cones rounds out a wad drop of $7.20 a head, excluding
Ooh,
flights.
that was an
I
expensive
immediately
trip.
call my tax advisors to see whether a deeply Christmassy mini break, rammed with rafts, art, anatomy, and food, can legally be categorised as work.
Buonadale. Well, that war of attrition has been won.
Yeah. We finally got the gelato.
That's right, you've got
Cheers.
it. Is that even Viking? I don't know. So how do you feel? Do you feel that we did enough?
I feel like I'm finally over my jet lag,
Good.
just as I'm about to now fly back to Los Angeles and get more jet lag.
Ideal. If I had to press you to list highlights, what
Okay.
would you start with?
For me, I'm more like an experience girl.
Okay.
Like the rafting,
Okay.
the truffle hunting,
Yes.
dinner in the silver factory.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, they were like probably my highlights.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I did like the Botticelli.
Yeah,
I did like seeing David.
they're classics.
I quite like those 2 wig guys. I feel if we'd managed to spend more time with them,
Yeah.
we would have heard some
They were quite
things.
fun.
I think they quite liked me as well. They did both give me their phone numbers.
If you had to get a wig from one, who'd you get one from?
Maybe the one with hair.
The guy with the hair. He was a curious fellow. But overall, this is a good city. And they have every reason to feel pretty pleased with themselves.
I'd personally love to come back. I'd
I
love
think-
to rent a villa.
Yes. You,
Eat and drink.
Clooney.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say, I suppose, is Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Now, before we go,
Yes.
seeing as it is Christmas,
Clearly.
Sort of.
I actually bought you a Christmas present.
Hey!
So,
Thank you. Wow.
here it is.
This is very nice.
Pamperoni.
It's to commemorate our time in Florence.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold your gelato?
You get your hands off my gelato. This is a special blend.
Yeah.
This is an Italian.
Okay.
I've already dripped some
You've already
gelato
dripped gelato
juice
on
on
the
it.
gift.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
It's a commemorative goblet.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
There's two, actually.
That's excellent. And do I need to return this immediately after this shot? Or can I keep it?
No, it's a gift to you.
This is not a loan?
No.
That's very kind. All I'm saying is don't look on eBay for the next month. Because what's this? I mean, that's a decent whack.
Yeah, I mean, they're heavy.
I'm ashamed to say that you are
Quality
currently
silver.
eating your Christmas present.
This is my Christmas present?
Yeah. And in proportion to our incomes, this is probably the same cost. So, in a way, that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nice. Right, give me a second, let me gather my thoughts.
A few moments later.
Well, I had a lot of fun watching that. My only thing was that just felt like a normal Travelman episode. You know, obviously we've seen a couple now, but it was just Travelman. The fact that they film it in October, it didn't feel Christmassy for me. You know, and this is what I was hoping to get out of this month. You know, watching all Christmas-related stuff. That was just a very good episode of Travelman. You know, it was really fun. You know, I loved the banter, you know, between Richard and Rebel there, but it wasn't Christmassy enough. For me, I'm thinking, you know, Christmas Travelman, they're going to things. I want to see Christmas markets. I want to see, you know, things that you can do at Christmas time. Not just, what can you do in Florence pretty much any time of the year, you know. That's my only downside to that. But I still had a lot of fun. A lot of fun watching that. Now, of course, I've got to let you know what tomorrow's reaction is going to be. And apologies, I have to look off to my side to get that, because I get very confused very, very easily. Tomorrow it is going to be watching a game show, and this is a celebrity edition of that game show. It is a Christmas one, so I presume it's going to be for charity and everything. And that's going to be The Chase, because I like quiz shows. I like Bradley Walsh, and I like Christmas stuff. You know, I'm a sucker for that. So I'm going to check that one out. Make sure you join me for that tomorrow. And of course, please do have a wonderful Christmas. But for now, my name's Kevin, I am a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.